You paid $35 for a salad. This is where the flour comes from.
Yeah. There's a broke farmer somewhere in a field somewhere doing that for you.
Good morning. This is Jorrel, fellow hippie, entrepreneur, farmer, organic farmer. We're headed right now to the North Shore, where he owns a farm. What, 1 acre, 2 acres?
2 acres.
2 acres. And today we're gonna learn all about farming, all the things that he grows, and how you farm in Hawaii, on an island in the middle of the ocean.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hawaiians believe that all living souls were created from that mountain peak right there. So you kind of like shoot out of that mountain like a...
So your soul just shoots right up out of that
right out of that fucking mountain.
Man.
That's where you're created.
This is the farm. So is it like multiple people have lots here, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this farm is it's actually like an incubator for small farmers. So you come here, you do an internship, you get the land, you work the land, and you start your business. After your business is, then you start trying to find your own land and start your own farm. Everything's a little weedy right now. kind of transitioning over into this field right now, so this stuff I haven't really attended too much during the move. And then these are the cosmos.
The cosmos. Some Carl Sagan stuff.
This was a filler for the sunflower bouquets that we were doing. So just to add a little bit more color, and they're beautiful. I love them. So we're gonna do another succession of these guys right after the sunflowers, all white for Christmas. And then we'll do it with the green ferns and like a little red bow to give it a little Christmas flair. I hate the whole Santa Claus thing, like the red and white tacky bullshit, but you know, the people want that Christmas feel, so we're gonna give it to them.
It's very nice of you.
Yeah, you know. The basil was just an experiment, just to see how well it did by itself out in this environment. It is really wet on the North Shore, so I mean, it's not doing great. I haven't really harvested it at all, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with the health of the plant, but I mean, it's just a little yellowed, you know. I think maybe overwatered.
I don't have enough basil experience to know.
Yeah, it was just an experiment. This whole thing is an experiment, you know. So this is the nasturtiums. This is an edible flower. We're gonna see what happens if and when the restaurants start opening back up. If this might be something that they would be interested in, edible flowers.
Yeah.
It's hard to say in a pandemic. Y'all want some edible flowers for your $6,000 salad? No? Okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let's check out the greenhouse. I started a business where I'm doing potted herb starts for one of the local grocery stores, Foodland. Rosemary, tomato, different variety of tomatoes, basil, eggplant, Hawaiian chili pepper, more tomatoes, And then this is like the nursery section for the flowers and for the field crops. So this is the white cosmos I was telling you about that we're gonna do for Christmas. This is green onions. So we're doing flowers, veg, flower, veg, flower, veg in the field. So this is moringa. This is a superfood now. I don't know if you've heard about moringa. But basically it's a tree. You can eat the entire tree as it grows. You can eat the pods, you can eat the leaves. You know, now they're grinding up into a powder and selling it for $50 an ounce. So
Wow.
yeah. But yeah, if you want to grow one in your backyard, you can buy this for $2. So it's a good deal.
Right now we're gonna do a little planting. Jorrel's got some cabbage he's gonna put in, so I'm gonna help him out. We're just making these little holes about every 18 inches or so on each side. He's gonna follow right behind me with the planting. So like, what is it that you do differently with your soil that like other farms
Don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it all comes back to cover cropping. So cover cropping is one of the main principles that we use on this farm. So in between crop cycles, instead of replanting and continuing the cycle, we give the land a second to rest and heal. We put in a crop. Last time we did sun hemp. So what sun hemp does is, you can see there's no weeds in this area really. There's a few sun hemp sprouts popping up, but other than that, like zero weeds. So what happens is the sun hemp will grow to about 4 or 5 feet tall. It'll shade out all of the other weeds that can grow. At the same time, it's also pumping nitrogen into the soil, so it's refeeding the soil at the same time. And then at about 65 to 70 days, we'll come down, we'll knock it all down, and we'll turn it back into the earth. This isn't no-till. We are tilling. I am getting to a point where we will be no-till. But you can see all of the organic matter still kind of lying around in the bed. So this is all the sun hemp. So this will decompose and turn into more organic matter for the soil, as opposed to just hitting it with pesticides and herbicides and chemical fertilizers. We're doing it kind of the natural way. You'll see a lot of this biochar. So biochar is adding a home for all of the super positive microorganisms to live. At the same time, adding a lot of nutrients to the soil, and keeping it light and fluffy at the same time. Also, we use fish emulsion since we have tons of fish on this island. We just take their guts and let them evaporate into water, and whatever's left we'll spread as a foliar spray for all the plants. There's also worm castings in here. So if you know anything about organic farming, worm castings are like basically black gold. It's the best organic matter that you can have. So we add a little bit of that into each of the fields also. But yeah, throughout the cycle, we'll just hit them with more fish emulsion. That's our main fertilizer. So all natural, local. Try to make it yourself, but it's part of the fun, I think. Yeah.
And we have a little bit of extra space from all the cabbage, so we're gonna plant, what is this, inertia?
Nasturtium.
Nasturtium. And these are edible flowers, right?
They are, yes.
They help with digestion and
making salads look pretty.
yes. Stuff that you see at those fancy restaurants.
That's right. There's a broke farmer somewhere in a field somewhere doing that for you.
When you pay $35 for a salad, this is where the flour comes from.
Yeah.
And that's it for a day on the farm, or well, like half day on the farm. I'll have a link in the description below to Jorrel's farm, his Instagram page, so you can check out all the things that are going on here. Also, if you have any questions about Hawaiian farming or organic farming, put some questions down in the comments down below, and I mean, I'll be back here many times, I'm sure. And as always, just hit the like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. It does help this channel grow. It helps the YouTube algorithm, all that stuff. I really appreciate everyone that's been following me on this journey. It's been a lot of fun to grow an audience and continue making these videos.